tries too hard.
The way he says stuff. No, what I'm saying is he's not consistent enough. He gets down by one touchdown and thinks that he's got to pass and do all this stuff, and you don't have to. You got to play football.
My stream's open.
Yay. By the way, does your son have 23?
No, he has 22.
He just messaged me and asked, he said, Baz, can you play me in a Madden?
Tell him you don't have 22. Yep. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Mine.
Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards.
No, you motherfucker.
I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, with my whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky.
Whenever you get to sit up, press circle.
But in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a.
Last night we let the liquor talk.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm literally like 5 seconds behind is all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Traymon Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Alvin Kamara going to do this thing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Second down, and it's Kamara time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Fields. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game,
well,
doesn't
still,
it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Alvin Kamara said he's going to play like a champion this game, didn't he, Devoted?
If he can just hold on to the ball. It's not raining, so we shouldn't have an issue.
Yeah.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
He should fit it in a good window, that's all I'm saying. That's why I was talking about.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
I played spy. I got shit.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot.
I thought that was going to be like it wasn't Travis.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
His guy
but what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. And they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To the air yet again, Watson. There's Shepard. What a catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there.
Think he would have caught
the opportunity,
I don't
lost.
Think it would have been, I don't know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. From his own end zone, Fields. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Davante Adams, 67 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Now Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last two drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And now Watson throws another reception. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Fields on first down. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a gain of 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The final shot before the break. Watson buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got a man, complete.
That was mad.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
From my guy's hands directly
Give him 32 on the play.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They run it again with Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Coming left is Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to work his way down to the 16. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
53 to Mike. 53. Check it right.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Kamara up the middle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third boards. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Mark Ingram. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Okay, I did not call that, but okay. Go for it.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Pick my own play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On the move past the 40 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Isaiah McKenzie with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A give. This is Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just
complete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. Finding space at the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. Being chased out left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
My son just messaged me. Good job. Yeah, I told him I was live.
It's another one.
Thank you, Nolan.